There is something special about a garden that has established trees. There's so much to love. Textures of the trunk, sense of calm, foliage patterns and colours, and the temperature drop on a hot day compared to being out in the blazing sun. My philosophy is you can never have too many trees in a garden. A balance of both evergreen and deciduous gives you the best of both worlds. The downside of establishing a garden underneath a canopy of large trees is the root competition. It's definitely a case of taking the good with the bad, but in this situation, the benefits far outweigh the negatives. Now, most trees have a root system that skims the surface looking for moisture and nutrients, and even deep-rooted trees have got a root system that's about 30 centimetres deep. So my tip is to select those varieties of plants that love dry area shade. Clivias are my go-to for dry area shade. Not a lot fusses them. They cope with root competition well, and the contrast of dark green foliage with orange or yellow flowers, followed by red or orange berries, adds so much interest for many months of the year. Bulbs are the perfect choice for shade. We've got a couple of advanced almond trees, and these garden beds are covered with naturalising cyclamens. They are the ideal choice. They're just under the soil surface and they're kept cool through the summer with a canopy of shade, but as soon as the weather cools down, they shoot away again and it'll be masses of colour for months on end. Now, the magic plant for dry area shade is Royina. It's fantastic because you put in the ground when this garden is in full sun, and as the trees grow, suddenly the area's in shade. Well, this keeps growing beautifully. You can trim it as a hedge to 1 metre high or let it grow and fill up a large area. And this is the plant for beginner gardeners. When deciding on something new, plant big. The more established the plants are, the better. This is probably one of the most important points. As the tree roots descend into the soil of the new plants, they will need a strong, large root system to hold their own. Growth rates are slower in this situation, and plants tend to stay the similar size they're planted for many years. Remember, when it comes to fertilising, we want to look after these understory plants. They've got it hard enough as it is, competing with large tree roots. So we're going to use an organic controlled release fertiliser. It does a couple of things. It improves the soil and it releases gradually, so the plants, as they grow, take it up, and the large trees miss out. They don't need any extra. But if you want to give these plants a boost, look at using Power Feed liquid fertiliser. Mix it up in a watering can and apply it over the foliage, and it's absorbed so quickly. Before you know it, they'll be looking stunning.